Love that one. God,
Yeah,
I'm still fucking amazed they're doing it. I don't know why. Why is technology just to anyone listening at home, there's like a voice that says that we're recording, and they didn't have it on the other place, Streamcloud.
yeah,
And now I am genuinely really happy every time that happens. So that's why I've reacted like that. I think in every single episode we've done since then,
yeah.
since we started with Skype. Um,
Yeah.
how's
That's
it going?
a nice feature. Because then that way, then we at least know that it's been recorded, and we're not just talking into the void. But
Exactly.
anyway, yeah. But anyway, welcome back to another episode. Episode 30, I believe. Sorry that there's been a delay, but things happen.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm still homeless, so
yeah. Um, there's a lot to. Well, I say a lot. I mean, I think firstly we will start with. Um, I think we'll start with the Waterstones first.
oh yeah, yeah. Let's. How about what a bunch of fucking shit cunts.
Um,
Sorry, you're breaking
um,
up a bit.
maybe it is. Um, I'm fine now. Hopefully,
Yeah,
uh, this will go smoothly. Otherwise, I'll just have to go on my phone, and
yeah.
do it. So advance. Yeah, I know how share screen works. Anyway, so go to Waterstones share.
Is is my connection fucking up or is
Go
yours?
to back to the app. I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit of both. Um,
Yeah, probably. My computer isn't used to this place now.
yeah. Um, um. So
I just
go to.
need to.
So yeah, this is a Waterstones Sachs TikTok influencer over a post
Yeah,
about stealing the gender critical author's book.
she was.
Um,
She's a TikTok influencer.
yeah, she goes by she goes
Yeah,
by
Tilly.
Tilly. Yeah, Tilly loves books on Instagram. I mean on
I'm
TikTok
such a.
and on Twitter. Um,
I'm such a fucking shit person that finding out she's finding out she's a TikTok like influencer is like the least sympathetic I've been to her this whole week. That's
yeah,
how much of a piece of
uh,
shit I am being right now. But yeah, like she just yeah, let's go through the story because
yeah.
she's not the
So
villain of the story.
yeah,
Um
so yeah. Basically, if you haven't heard, I don't know how you wouldn't have heard, but anyway, Waterstones is a massive book.
I know how
So
someone wouldn't have heard.
yeah, have
They have
come
a
under
fucking life. They
yeah,
don't spend the time on Twitter
exactly. Have come under
like
fire
I
for
do.
yeah, have come under fire for sacking a member of staff and TikTok influencer known as Tilly Loves Books, who threatened to tear up and bin a gender critical author's book. Tilly Loves Books, real name Tilly Fitzgerald, who posts book related content on social media and works at one of the firm's bookstores, was sacked by Waterstones after a social media post where she took aim at author Christina Doucher, who holds gender critical views. But um, Fitzgerald criticised Doubtser after the author expressed her support for a network created for those in the publishing sector concerned about the impact of gender ideology on literature, a group which had previously been slammed by book lovers and authors alike. Tilly says, "Oh, I enjoyed tearing up your books and popping them in the bin today. Thanks for the heads up, be sold."
Yeah.
She then
That
went on to
that
say
doesn't
that,
even it doesn't even
let me,
sound like she's fucking like using. I'm sorry, but it doesn't even sound like she's throwing them out of the store.
no,
Like you don't say you bin something in a store. You say you take them off the shelf. Like there is a fucking term for it. Like I'm
yeah,
sorry, I've been having this fucking argument about whether it was her books or like the shop's books all fucking week, and I'm going insane from people thinking it was the shop's book because who the fucking bins those? They're taken off the shelf. That's like the fucking industry term for it.
no, yeah, no, these were, um,
They were
these
her
were,
books.
yeah, she purchased the books or it doesn't matter how she purchased the books in the first place. That's not the point.
Yeah,
The whole point is that she stood up against transphobia,
yeah,
right? And she got fired. And you know, apparently, this Christina Doucher said, "It's what I believe is protected," and it's like, oh, here we go, hiding behind the protection again.
yeah.
Um,
I'm going to find
and
something really
so
fucking funny about
Fitzgerald
this.
decided Doucher after the author expressed her, yeah, after her dismissal, Fitzgerald took to social media to clarify that it wasn't her intention to have Vox and Femlandia author Doucher's work removed from sales in Waterstones, but instead that she personally would no longer support her or her work. Which, in an interview with the Independent, Fitzgerald said the situation, which has escalated into full-blown social media debate about freedom of speech, had left her devastated.
Yeah,
I acknowledge that my comments were a violation of social media policy, and I did apologise for any trouble caused, she said. However, I think the punishment was disproportionate, and the warning would have been more appropriate. I just want to be really clear that decision came from head office, from someone I
yeah.
probably don't even know, and who doesn't know me. It had nothing to do with my team in my shop. They are the best team, and that's why I'm sad.
It's such a fucking shit move. I'm sorry.
Yet this situation only deepened when the ex Twitter account for Waterstones seems to promote gender critical perspectives by retweeting train spotting author Irvine Welsh questioning what a woman is.
Fuck yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I'm a huge. Like Evan Welsh, for those of you, this one is the one that genuinely, like on a personal level, pissed me off. The other one pissed me off on other levels, but like this one actually. Evan Welsh is the author of Train Spotting and Filth and Porno and Ecstasy and like some other stuff. But he's mainly known for Train Spotting and Filth and like the Mark Renton books, which is like Train Spotting is the first one in that one. Uh, they were fundamental to me growing up, and they're like, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So that felt like fucking shit figuring out.
mm,
So that was cute. Great writer though, still, but like Filth, the main character in Filth being a transphobic fucking shithead is supposed to be bad. I don't get it. Sorry to tangent on that one. It's just on a personal note, I fucking hate that guy now.
yeah, and like as always, I will link all of the articles we read down below so you can read them as well in your own time.
Yeah.
basically lock her account because of all of the abuse she's been getting, or because
Oh yeah, of course.
she stood up against transphobia and stood up, other people within the company who felt uncomfortable but didn't want to speak out. And so,
Yeah.
um,
Um, we're going to be talking about those books as well because I found the plot summary and it's fucking atrocious.
what the Doucher
Yeah,
author?
like the bit,
Yeah.
yeah, like the bitch
Oh yeah.
who attacked like
Oh,
wind up Gemma on Twitter.
oh yeah, yeah.
She I saw her sharing it, and I when we're getting to the end of the story, like once we've done the main points, I'm going to need to do this because it's the fucking worst
Yeah,
shit I've ever heard.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Um, During Pride Month, the book chain was criticized for publishing social media posts celebrating Pride and LGBTQ plus authors, only for it to include a gender critical book in its roundup of best new titles one day later. The book of 30 essays, entitled The Women Who Wouldn't Waste, was published on 30th of May and contains works by J.K. Rowling, gender critical ex MP Joanna Cherry, who got booted out, um, and a former prison guard who opposed trans women being held in women's jails. Trans blood,
I kind of got. I'm probably going to read like the Rowling excerpts of it because I want to know if they're like really fucking boring in the most conceitedly witty way possible. Like all the shit that she writes, she thinks she's so fucking funny.
yeah,
That one I got it right. But yeah, I
yeah,
remember that. That was actually how I found out about the woman who wouldn't wish. It's also I found out that wish was even a word.
no, it's not. It's like,
Didn't it mean something in Scots?
um,
Like
let
shut up or
me
something?
let me look up the definition. Um,
Um,
Waste meaning it's a plea or demand for silence. Hush.
yeah.
It's a
It's
Scottish. It's a Scottish exclamation. A plea or
yeah.
demand for silence. Silence. Hush. Verb.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that like, but yeah, the problem is they won't shut the fuck up. But who? But
No. They,
I, I'm
they did the
annoyed by the
exact
fucking
opposite of what you're
assumption.
saying.
Yeah, and like, but the people, the cis women who are pro-trans don't shut up either. Like, once again, look at Wind Up Gemma on Twitter. She won't shut the fuck up. I love her for it.
No. Yeah.
And like this pretends that these are the people who I hate everyone who says that they have like the silent majority or something. Like that's always a fucking shit thing to do.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, like wind up Gemma. There's a few others that, are
Oh
actual,
yeah, absolutely.
allies. You stand up, and it's like,
Um, Eva Destruction
really, yeah,
is a good one.
um,
Who I actually thought was a trans woman for the longest fucking time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like,
Uh,
I don't know. It's like just flipping.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of shit.
Disappointing.
But yeah,
And
but
that
at
Russians were famously supportive.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you there for a second because like you were breaking up. But I'm just going to say that at some point I am going to read the entirety of The Women Who Wouldn't Wish, and
Yeah.
I will report back to this podcast. But I couldn't hear you at the start of the sentence because you were really breaking up for me. I'm sorry.
Basically, India Willoughby called the post dreadful and really disappointing, adding that Waterstones were famously trans supportive and that its staff are great allies.
Yeah.
Several other people also expressed their disappointment. TERFs screaming that they're being kicked out of publishing when the Queen of TERFs herself regularly tops bestseller lists with a male pseudonym, have now successfully lobbied Waterstones to sack a trans allied bookseller. Yeah, okay, I hate it here. Love me not, author Kirsty Keeps wrote.
Uh, could I just did they actually? I can't see. Did they actually say that like with a male? Yeah, oh fuck, they actually did. I didn't see the with a male pseudonym. This is the funniest fucking shit ever. I love that they add those things on this page. It's the funniest fucking thing.
Yeah, because she
Uh,
goes by Robert Galbraith.
yeah.
Galbraith. So yeah,
Oh yeah. He's
um,
also like the
yeah,
conversion therapy or something. But like yeah, I just it's just that they're so fucking cheeky on Pink News sometimes. They're like cheeky little cunts, and I love them for it. It's
yeah, they are.
like, you wouldn't see like the
Comedian?
Sun. You wouldn't see the Sun reporting on
No,
news.
oh no, no, definitely not, definitely not. No, they wouldn't even do, no. Comedian Aidan Comerford also weighed in, saying, I'll never buy a book by another book from Waterstones. It's a moral duty to call out bigotry when you see it, and firing an employee for doing so sends an horrific message to LGBT plus customers and staff. I could read the whole thing, but we basically know what the gist of it
I
anyway.
kind of like I'm going to say that I will no longer shop at Waterstones. Not that big of an issue since they don't exist in Sweden. But
Yeah,
but like she
I
didn't. It was her own books. That's what fucks me up about it. And I was talking to someone, I was shouting at someone who like, and I'm still doing it. It's the one that I'm currently like quote tweeting and calling a dog. Um, I was doing that
oh
while I
yeah,
was. I'm going to be honest. The reason I was a bit late was also because while I was getting ready, I was still like mid Twitter Twitter spar with the dog. Um, because I like he said my insults aren't elaborate because he could predict them. He thinks elaborate and predictable means the same thing. The fucking idiot. But my insults are elaborate. They're like 50 words long each. I can barely fit them in a tweet. But like I it's her own books. And he said like, oh, but if a McDonald's employee tweeted fuck the Big Mac and like or that the Big Mac is shit, they can get fired from McDonald's. And like, okay, but then this fucking entire system is wrong. Because McDonald's employees should definitely be allowed to tweet fuck the Big Mac. Especially since the Big Mac is a fucking shit hamburger.
yeah.
It's two
The
pieces of
only
cardboard
thing,
surrounded by fucking dry bread, and it tastes like fucking pickle. Like only pickle. That's the only fucking taste I get from it. Sorry. I hate the fucking Big Mac. I had one earlier this week and I was fucking disappointed.
yeah, I. But wait,
But
yeah,
like,
but
employers
I.
aren't.
Mm, yeah, employers aren't. No, yeah,
It's not a fucking serfdom we're having. You are your own person. Like, look at me. I'm a fucking teacher. I have a podcast that is like at least 30% of what I'm talking about is cocaine, and the other one is cock. Like it's fucking. I have the most volatile fucking Twitter account on the fucking planet.
yeah,
I'm not doing that as a teacher. I wouldn't as a teacher. I don't go around telling my students to kill themselves
no,
out loud. But
Exactly.
no, but like it's this weird idea, and also, thing is, that fucking author isn't her fucking employer. Oh, she tweeted poorly about her employer. No, she didn't. She tweeted poorly about an author she thought was shit, and she said she was going to bin the fucking books. Bin the books. It. I swear to God, it's take off the shelf if it's in a shop. She would have said that. Nobody bins books in a shop. They're taken off the shelf and it's fucked off back.
Exactly. And also, I just, the whole thing is fucking ridiculous. Like, for God's
Oh
sake,
yeah, it absolutely is. But like
it's just
I'm
pointless.
sorry. We live in fucking bizarre world. It's like everything is fucking garbage all of a sudden. Now everything has been garbage pretty much the whole time though.
Yeah, we do. Do you,
But yeah, sorry.
yeah, do you want to do the summary now, or do
Oh
you want to do
yeah,
the summary now?
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because now we're going to get to the good stuff. Um,
Yeah,
I hate myself because I just fucking had it. Well, okay, I'm going to have to like, you know how Twitter throws you back to the front page for some fucking
yeah,
reason. I had just, but it's right on top. Wind up, Gemma. It was in a conversation with her, so like, um, honest to God, best marketing, because she said, Gemma said, "Oh my God, the plot summary of the Bind book sounds so bad, and the start of it sounds like every gender-critical man's idea of paradise where women aren't allowed to talk." So, her going at gender-critical men is genuinely awesome, because I usually like battle with a lot of the purported women, but they never are. But anyway, so the plot summary is this. The plot summary is basically women are forbidden from speaking by men. It's very it's very bad. Women don't like it. They're cross about it. Other things happen. This is someone who summarizes it. Other things happen. Women continue to be cross. Then a nice feminist man does some very good allyship and everything is fine again. The end. This feminist book is like the day is saved by a fucking dude. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Um, and my response to that was, honest to God, best marketing this book has ever received, because that sounds fucking hilarious. And I'll be looking for a copy to pirate the shit out of, because while I pay daily for the future cancer tumor my lungs will grow, I am not willing to pay for this. Imagine that. And then there's another one. And then this is the funniest shit. This is just a short bit of it, but and it's a part of the plot, not the entire plot. But then the whole novel beggars beliefs, and maybe that's the point. Subtlety is not a concern here. This is a review of her shit. That's what it is. This is a review of her shit. Subtlety is not a concern here, and the theme of wake up is hammered home so vigorously that it can feel hectoring. Not your fault, a man says to Jean. But it is. She thinks, my fault started 2 decades ago, the first time I didn't vote. Was too busy to go on a march. It's that that's someone stating the thesis of the book. The thesis of the book is you gotta go out and vote because otherwise shit's going to get bad. And like that's a fun thesis to have for a book. I don't agree with it because like people went out to vote in Britain and look where that got you.
yeah.
The least Labour government ever.
Yeah. Apparently,
But,
according to
like,
yeah, it's like, we got talking about voting. Apparently, because we have a voter ID rule, and apparently, according
yeah,
to
we
what was
did too.
written in the Guardian, apparently due to the voter ID rule, I think 400,000 people weren't able to take part in the election.
How many people live
So
in UK?
let me
What's the population of UK? Like, I'm
let,
sorry to
let
ask this question. Like, it's a big fucking number either way, but I just need to like gauge it because I'm autistic. Uh, but like,
um the
actually
current
autistic. That was a
population
joke.
of United Kingdom is 67 million based on
Okay, but
projections.
so that's like
So
what 1% of the population went allowed to vote or something, and like that's the entire population, not the voting population. So what's the voting population? Let's say it's like a third of that one, because like kids and age people are like older. That's fucking absurdly high. But the voter ID, how does that work? Like, do you have to like show a photo ID or something? Because we have that here. We have to like show a photo ID to do
um
it.
we wait, if I can actually voter ID.
Like, it's a certain special ID for the voting part. This is really fucking tangential, but I'm weirdly
Um
fascinated by it, by how a different country
we have
do their elections.
two yes I use analytics. Right. Well this is the thing because it depends where you live. Some
Oh, that's
some
bad.
stations you're only required to show your photo ID, i.e. driver's license or passport. Other
That's
places
reasonable.
other places you're required to not only have photo ID, you also need to have other ID to show that you're eligible to vote at the polling station. So it depends.
But isn't the eligibility the age?
Um,
Do you not have ages on your ID cards or something?
yeah, we do. Proof identity card bearing the proof of age standard scheme hologram, a pass card. So yeah, we do have those
Yeah.
if you don't have any other ID. But
Yeah.
as I say, it depends where you live. But I mean, because I mean,
I do have that's one of those that I have like here in Sweden. Like I don't have a driver's license because I almost killed us when I did my driving exam.
yeah,
So,
you can also apply for something called a authority certificate. It's basically a free voter ID document known as a voter authority
yeah.
certificate. If you don't have
I've
a
I've
as
genuinely
photo ID,
that that name on a like piece of document, that's the most bureaucratic fucking nightmare name of a document I've ever heard. Like that sounds like something out of Papers, Please. Oh, you need. Sorry to go on this fucking tangent.
that's right.
I just got interested.
Yeah, but
At some point,
like
I will tell you the story about how I almost killed myself when I took my driver's exam. But for now, that will be a nice little foreshadowing.
yeah, but it's like going back to the summary. It's like for fuck's sake.
Yeah, hey, it's the dumbest shit ever. And like, oh, but it is my fault. That's like, there's this uh, there's this tradition in a lot of old shows, like TV shows, because uh, before TV became an art form, it was just like fast food for the brain dead, was what like TV execs considered it. So they had this like it had they had to teach something. They had to have like some kind of morale. That's why all of the American sitcoms are so fucking shit, because they have to have like an end point where everyone is taught something and nobody can be a bad person, except for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is the best show ever. But like this like and South Park makes fun of that in the early seasons also. I learned something today, and then just stating the thesis of the entire fucking artwork. That's what that's doing. Like that's just at that point you're treating your readers like they are either toddlers or absolutely fucking like it's like as if they began life by having their soft spot kicked in. That's basically the assumption that she's making of her readers.
Yeah,
Like someone just
yeah,
came and
absolutely.
kicked them in the soft spot at like the hospital.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry, I
It's like,
just really, really like that image.
yeah,
Painted
yeah.
fucking
So it's
hilarious
like
image.
that's why I mean that's why I don't read as much because most of the time if I was to read something and
Yeah.
I'm reading something and it doesn't make sense or the summary, if I read the summary and if the summary does not make sense to me, then I'm not
Yeah.
going to waste my time reading the whole thing. But yeah, I mean,
I can definitely ignore the summary, but I give a book like 5 pages to gain my interest, and if it hasn't, I will fucking kick it in the fire. But then I am a writer as well, so and I'm sorry, Toran, you are getting my book the second have translated it.
I'm more than happy
But
to receive a copy. Um,
it's it's full of no, it's not full of, but it has instances of surprise necrophilia, and everyone is hooked.
yeah,
This is how I'm going to get published. I'm going to use I'm going to use this pod as my own marketing tool. I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
no,
yeah, like I'm really like because I have fucking like my ADHD is truly fucking terrible. I think it's kind of noticeable sometimes on Twitter because I get like really stuck on something and then I will just do I think I did like a fucking 20 tweet thread the other day on my new account with like 5 followers about non-monogamy, and it's just like this in-depth of my and that the problem is that that makes it fucking annoying to read sometimes. I love reading, it's one of my favorite things, but I want to fucking kill the author of a lot of books because they're so fucking boring and like make me lose my interest. I have a book that I've been trying to read for like 10 years. I haven't gotten past the 5th page. At this point, it's just annoyance. So yeah,
yeah,
I'm like this all the time. I just want everyone to know this is not me putting on an act. Unless anyone from my work is watching this, in that case, this is all a character. I am not this person. I am
yeah,
a completely sane individual, and I do not do drugs.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
weird. But yeah,
like,
I'm going to read those books as well because like shitty funny literature is awesome. Like I've read like My Immortal 500 fucking times, I think. If you know what My Immortal is.
I doesn't ring a bell. No.
It's this fan fiction written by a fucking maniac. It's a Harry Potter fan fiction.
Oh
So we
right.
know it's going to be good. And but it's written by someone who doesn't understand Harry Potter. Like I think it's a joke. It's clearly a joke, but it doesn't understand Harry Potter. Has only seen the films. Hasn't read the books. She claims. Is has a completely volatile relationship with a friend who like there's a plot going on in the author's note of this one, and she writes like a fucking insane person. The first line of the fucking story is, "Hi." First and foremost, great way to start your story. Hi. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. There's also like a weird apostrophe in darkness, like between dark and ness, I think. But like, hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. Parentheses. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. Why do you want to be related to someone you find attractive, you fucking weirdo? And then it just goes like everyone has become a vampire, everyone's become a Satanist. Fucking the fucking DeLorean from Back to the Future pops up, and like Tom Bombadil pops up its place because this is like, and I can wildly recommend it. It has wonderful line because they fuck against a tree early. The whipping willow tree as well, which is fucking bizarre. But the main character and Draco Malfoy fuck against that tree, and then Dumbledore shows up and just screams, "What the hell are you doing, you little motherfuckers?" I'm serious. You gotta fucking read this. This is this is it's whether it's like I personally believe that it's satire of bad fan fiction because like her getting Tom Bombadil instead of Tom Riddle is too perfect. And she hasn't read the Harry Potter books. I doubt she's read the fucking Lord of the Rings, but it's as satire as well. Like as a comedy, it's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, I would have
So
to
that's like,
definitely. I would have
and
to
like,
definitely check that out.
yeah.
Check out. Yeah.
But like I've read that for one fucking 500 times, but I can't read a good book to save my fucking life because I get bored. And just want to write.
Yeah, it's a
That's the
bit.
problem. I can't just start
Yeah.
writing.
You, for me to read a book, it has to grip me. I say
Yes.
I'd say I'm the same as you. It has to, like I have to get through the probably the first few pages for it to try and grip me to continue reading.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't
Yeah.
do that, then I'm not going to waste my time. I'll just move on to something else.
Yeah. But they're like because summaries can trick you and sometimes willingly. Like for example, um, not to toot my own horn. Are you there? Oh, there you are. Sorry, it's sort of blanked a bit. But like, not to toot my own horn here, but the summary from my book is that it's
Yeah,
about like a group of friends dealing with a suicide in their group. But the thing is that nobody cares about the suicide, and the real like plot is something completely different. So the summary kind of tricks you. Because I was interested in the whole like having had friends who committed suicide. It's weird how life just goes on after, and I wanted to kind of explore that. But yeah, the first few pages need to be because like the voice needs to be there, and this person, this fucking shit author. First and foremost, Tilly. That was her name, not the author, like the Waterstones person.
yeah, Tilly.
Yeah, Tilly.
Yeah,
Why the fuck did
Tilly
you
was
have this? Why the fuck did you have these books in the first place? They sound like absolute fucking rubbish. Like, what's your taste? Not to criticize you, you're in a shit spot, and I'm sorry for that. And like, good on you because she fucking refused payments. She refused donations, and good on her for that.
yeah. I mean
But like,
that
but like, what the fuck?
that's yeah. Well, I mean I think
Oh yeah, this is
that's
me
her
being a
job.
little bitch.
Yeah, that's her. She creates content on TikTok, she
Yeah,
collates all of the books that either she's read or she's done her research on, and she basically
that's true.
promotes it. I don't know, but
And I like, yeah, like I have a bunch of like young adult novels in my bookshelf when I have a bookshelf again. But because I'm a teacher and I like need to read what my students read, and Jesus fucking Christ, that's the when I quit being a teacher, that's going to be the fucking reason because I'm so tired of reading young adult bullshit.
yeah, a
Always
lot
so much
of
fucking heartache.
yeah, um, yeah. But Tilly,
Yeah,
if you
I
listen,
think
or I'm gonna, I'll tag Tilly in this, and
yeah,
just we just
yeah.
yeah, just gonna
Can we
end by
can we
saying that we support you. She'll be fine. She's got a lot of support.
I'm going to tag the fucking bitch author
I might do
when
that as
I
well.
do the quote tweet. When I do the
Yeah,
quote tweet, I'm going, but yeah, like I'm going to tell you if like if by chance you were to listen to this, sorry, I was being a cunt. That's kind of my brand. Um, you either people get used to it or they avoid me like the fucking plague.
Yeah.
And either way, is fine. But yeah, that was pretty much. That just ended up being a weird book talk, and it was weirdly pleasant.
Yeah. At least it was more entertaining than the hits wannabe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, try to be worse. I'm
Yeah.
going to do something. I'm going to. I'm going to save something because I'm actually going to do a recommendation at the end, but I'm going to do that like at the end of the fucking show because I just realized that I need to recommend something that's really fucking cool. So I'm just going to pick that shit up, but that's not until the end. Sorry. Where were we?
Right. So let me get up the next one.
I just like if I'm weirdly scatterbrained today, it's because like I just said goodbye to my boyfriend for the summer, so I'm a bit like of a mess. So that's why. Just letting everyone who listens know. Sorry,
um,
we're kind of breaking up again. I don't know.
is
Kemi Badenoch. Badenoch?
Kemi Badenoch is beefing with David Tennant. Yeah,
What the
Kemi.
fuck?
The
Can
the MP.
David Tennant just catch a fucking break? He's not a trans person. Like, not that I think that you should go harder on trans people, but like, it's completely fucking insane that they go so hard on someone whose worst crime is to say that like I support you. But yeah, what is this? What's this fucking idiot doing?
David Tennant. Well, David Tennant continues to prove he is the ultimate anti-LGBTQ plus Tory figurehead. Kemi Badenoch would shut up at the British LGBT Awards. In his acceptance speech, he said, "Until we wake up and Kemi Badenoch doesn't exist anymore, I don't wish ill of her. I just wish her to shut up. Whilst we do live in this world, I am honoured to receive this award."
Huh?
And
Yeah. Yeah, you're really fucking breaking up for me.
Kemi Badenoch.
Yeah. Kemi Badenoch. Seems like such a fucking cunt. She's a politician, right?
Yeah, she's an MP. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
she's
good.
a politician.
It's I like. Why does it keep proving itself true that anybody who seeks themselves into politics are like the last people who should ever be in politics?
I have no idea. Absolutely no
The
idea.
people who seek power should never have power because they're all like the fucking worst.
Oh, absolutely. Basically, that was that. We don't have to interrogate that any further because it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
She's having a meltdown. What I'm gonna do is
how unusual, a turf having a meltdown.
yeah, wonderful.
I
Right,
don't care if she personally identifies as a turf or not. She's a fucking turf.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna. So that we're not having more. I don't know why the connection is being all fuckery, but we'll do the best we can. Um,
Yeah, like fuck it. This is
um,
chaos. Did you see it? Fucking did you see, like this is just like my short film. If you ever saw that one, oh, like the trailer for it, that's fucking broken. I went in case anyone wonders what the fuck I'm talking about. I exist on Twitter now under the handle of Bairn of Nyx or Eris of Erebus. Both of those are references to Eris, goddess of chaos. But I did a short film a while back, and it's fucking chaotic, like a week back, and it's absolutely chaotic, and it looks like it looks like going into like the nether realm of TV, basically. And I forced my friend to watch it during his first LSD trip this weekend. Like we did a shit ton of acid, and, and he had never done it. Like I'm a good babysitter. I know exactly. I gave him the secret tip. The secret tip is to just not let yourself get sad, and it's really easy to not do that when you're like because the impulses are so quick. But basically, that entire film becomes a nightmare because it keeps starting over in the video. Like the intro goes over and over again. And and genuinely, I thought I'd been sitting there for fucking hours. I think it's 15 minutes long, but I think a part of me is still sitting in this fucking couch from last Thursday. Yeah, that was where I was coming home from on Sunday when I got stuck on a train and kind of,
oh
couldn't
yeah,
do the recording.
that's happened.
Um,
That's happened to me before. Got stuck and didn't get back till
yeah,
late. So yeah, I bet that was fun. Right,
I had good music and I was like doing some writing, but yeah, it fucking sucked.
yeah,
Anyway, sorry
right.
to
This next
tangent.
one, this one, right? No, I think they'll be. I think they're used to it by now. If they're not, then I'm a bit worried about them. Anyway, um,
I would love
this
for
is all
the
about
listener.
good old.
I would love for the listener who has like he is like they've kept going to now and like oh no, there's too many tangents in this singular episode of me clearly being scatterbrained.
Yeah,
Like it was like
yeah.
right before I came back and started getting ready and like started recording. We said goodbye to each other and it fucking sucked. Like I've been living with my boyfriend for three weeks now, so I miss him intensely right now. And all I can do is to be a little bitch on this podcast. So that's why I'm a bit scatterbrained today.
No, that's fine. A man was jailed for using fake grinder accounts to target, prey on, and rob LGBTQ plus victims.
I hope he fucking
Harrison
dies.
Carter was jailed. Yeah, Harrison Carter was jailed for 3 years after joining four others in using Grindr and WhatsApp to execute a series of robberies in 2022. A fifth
Okay.
man has been jailed for his part in preying on LGBTQ plus men through fake Grindr accounts and using WhatsApp to plan robberies. Harrison Carter,
Uh,
27, of Chesterton Road, Cambridge, was jailed for 3 years for his part. Um, to plan a spree of robberies between 27th of May and the 16th of June 2022. He admitted a charge of conspiracy to commit a robbery at an earlier hearing. So basically, if you do happen to use Grindr as part of your dating, you know, um, a part of your dating, then do be careful because there is a particular increase in fake accounts being used.
yeah.
But yeah, he's been
Fuck.
sentenced to 3 years.
I've been trying to get into Grinder, but like because I'm a fan of cock. Um, fan of the vajay as well, by the way. No, don't worry, ladies. I got you covered. Or trans men. I don't give a shit. I'll stick it in. What the fuck? I need to shut the fuck up. But like, I've been trying to get into Grinder, but that's the weirdest thing. Like, I'm good at Tinder, but the problem is that I've pretty much fucked my way through Tinder. Um, I noticed when like it on like 3 or 4 separate occasions, people have been like, "Oh, a bunch of my friends have been has been on a date with have been on a date with you." Like multiple of their friends have been on dates with me, and they decided to match with me on that case. So I decided to try Grindr. I still haven't met anyone there yet because all of a sudden I'm dating in another character, and holy shit, I might get fucking murdered. And that was a weird fucking like just realizing because I was going to like hook up with this person from Grindr, and I just didn't do it, and that was weird. And I realized later that it was because like, yeah, I've never been in a situation where like the person I meet legitimately could fucking murder me because like I it's weird dating as a trans person or as a woman, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like,
So
that was a fun experience. So,
yeah,
this shit pisses me the fuck off because this is why I don't use Grindr because I don't want to be fucking gay bashed by the fucking pansy ass crew who decides to catfish Grindr.
exactly. I mean, this is a calling card moment because this doesn't just happen on Grindr; it also happens on other websites. But it's just that because he was caught, this is why I'm saying that if you do use Grindr, make sure you're safe. Make sure
Yeah,
you know who you're talking to.
I did meet a great drug dealer on Tinder once. Like she was on Tinder to sell drugs. Kind of respect the
Yeah,
hustle, to be honest.
yeah.
She was
Well,
honest about it as well. Like that was in her fucking profile. Want cocaine? Oh, you know me. Uh, fucking.
yeah. This one, a chairwoman of the California chapter of Moms for Liberty, Beth Bourne, was detained by police after she had an epic meltdown because drag queens were in the lobby of the Hawaiian hotel where she was staying.
How do these people like not? How are these people so fucking like lack of fucking constitution? Like I don't know, spineless, like cowards, weak-spirited, weak-willed. I don't know what to pick. But how are they so fucking useless that they can't go through life without throwing a fucking fit, but they still survive to like ripe old ages? Like she
I
should have
have no
died from a
idea. I
fucking
have
heart
no
attack when she was 16. If this is how fuck.
idea.
Oh, I saw a drag queen. I'm going to throw a fucking fit. Yeah, please throw yourself off a fucking bridge, you silly cow.
Yeah. The video, which has gone viral online, was posted by one of the drag queens, Marina Del Rey, and shows Mums for Liberty's Born kicking off about a situation that she described as degrading. Mums for Liberty is an anti-queer conservative group that, among other things, campaigned to ban books that address gender and sexuality from school libraries. This is misogyny. Born is seen to say in the clip, if you give me back my money right now, I will leave the hotel. But I'm not going to have my children come down from the 30th floor to see what's happening here. In the next sentence, are you a man? In the video, she goes on to ask one of the drag queens whether they were a man before saying her son might think he can put on makeup and fancy clothing and high heels and have his penis cut off and take estrogen and grow fake boobs like those. Okay, like okay,
Oh, this is good.
Bourne, who is a program director for the UC Davis Institute of Transportation Studies, claims she spent 3,000 US dollars, £2,370 on her stay at the Plus Alohilani Resort on the island of Ao's famous Waikiki Beach and didn't expect to see drag queens. She demands to speak to police. Like this is
I
all
demand
this.
she sees a fucking shrink.
Do you know? All
I
this.
wonder.
This just seems like the fucking Karen meme.
Yeah, yeah. They're desperately trying to be the worst stereotype of
Yeah,
themselves. But like, how are so many people parodies of themselves? Like, I kind of do it as a bit, but like, still, this
I
is
don't
me.
know.
I wonder, can I screen share here because I couldn't on Stream Cloud because I just went to their page. I'm on their fucking webpage right now, and
Yeah, if
it's
you
ugly
go
as
to
sin. Oh,
obviously
right.
share screen and you can um
Yeah, let's see.
talking to
I just
Instagram. Del Rey said she and the other drag queens were in the property to film a video for an upcoming pageant, playing roles as hotel staff. Talking about Bourne's outburst, she said this woman saw us filming and came to a slow burn. Then popped off. Her rant went on, possibly with the attempt to get an angered response. She didn't get one.
oh,
So they did the
no,
right thing.
nice.
They didn't give in to her. So that's that. So
Good.
yeah,
Oh, fucking hell. I want to. Oh, am I going to be fucking sitting here? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, hell shit. I don't want to. I don't care if I share sound. Sorry about this. Layouts get fucked. Yeah, nah, I can't do it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you're holding the meeting.
probably.
It was just
Oh,
like Moms of League. If anyone's interested, just go to fucking Moms of. Of course, it's .org as well. Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah,
Momsofliberty.org, and you will fucking see like vomit. It's the fucking HTML version of vomit.
yeah. We'll have to set up teams on Zoom at some point.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, so I can
Um,
because is that like Torrent? I'm sorry, like I would love that, but like remember who I am. Is that such a great idea for you to subject yourself to the bullshit that I would do?
actually, good point. Yeah.
But like
Um,
if you want the chaos to spiral, like I've already like changed my fucking background to people with clown noses and like it's funny though. No, sorry, I'm
yeah.
just kidding. But yeah, it would this is like the fucking most pathetic people alive.
It. Um.
How
Oh yeah,
how
they
can you
are.
be
Like
so how can you be so fucking sad? Like how can you care so fucking much?
I don't know. She's probably a Christian. Mums for Liberty sounds
Yeah,
like a Christian group. You know,
yeah,
they're
but
all
like
about
there are
their
shit.
Bible.
Oh yeah, they I we believe. They have a we believe. I don't want your break. I do not want to subscribe to your newsletter, Moms for Liberty. We are mums. We believe power belongs to the people. We fight for our children. Oh, you believe power belongs to the people, yet you're trying to like, I don't know, ban books from school. How come that the small government people always want to like ban shit? Like personally, I'm a small government girl in the sense that I don't want the government to exist and I want it to crumble to fucking dust because I'm an anarchist. But you don't see me going around talking that much about like every time I have to agree with a law, I feel like shit because I'm intellectually consistent, unlike these fucking muppets. But yeah, they're definitely Christian. They hate like black people as well. I saw,
Yeah, there's
or like
always
non-white people, I guess,
yeah,
in
that's
general.
that's the thing that these people don't seem to understand. That there's always a paper trail. When they if they are anti LGBT, then it's not gonna there's not a massive stretch for them to include racism into that or any other.
No, it's
Like
a one-to-one, I'd say.
yeah,
Like I've never met because there's like a lot of transphobic beliefs are also like fucking racist beliefs. Like we had that fucking runner who got shit canned because her testosterone levels was high, and there was a bunch of racist bullshit about that. Like
yeah,
J.K. Rowling, I don't know. Ask her about what she considers about Indians or something. We already know what she thinks of fucking Asians. She thinks they're all named Shou Chang. Like, isn't like both of those surnames?
yeah. Right. The last one um is another one that um just annoyed it pisses me off. Right. So
Yeah.
a man charged with murder after a 14-year-old trans girl dismembered body found near lake.
You were doing so fucking great. I was like, I was this fucking close right now to bring out my cocaine because I have a promise. And then this shit happened. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? What? Jesus fucking. We were so close on the fucking goal line.
yeah,
Dipshit who kills 14-year-olds, kill yourself.
yeah. A
Like,
29 year
actually
old
do. Like,
man, yeah, a 29-year-old man has been charged with first degree murder after a trans teenager's remains were discovered in Pennsylvania. 14-year-old Paulie Lycan's dismembered body was found in the Golden Run Wildlife Area next to the Shenango River Reservoir in Sharpsville. They were last seen on June 22 on June 22nd after leaving a friend's home at 9:30 p.m. at night, according to police. Surveillance footage the following day showed Lycans getting into a vehicle driven by a man alleged to be Deshaun Watkins. Police say Watkins then made several trips from his home on the 24th of June, carrying the duffel and rubbish bags.
uh, the spiteful cunt should be alleged to no longer be breathing.
Yeah,
Then I'd be happy. Fuck this
Lycans
bitch.
was reported missing the following day, and their remains were found less than 24 hours later. The Mercer County coroner identified the remains and gave the cause of death sharp force trauma to the head. Watkins has also been charged with aggravated assault, abuse. So because he also not only wasn't he satisfied, so he just went ahead and abused a corpse and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence.
Look at
So not
that.
only
We
was
found
he
a way to surprise necrophilia. What
yes,
the
so not
fuck
only
just
was
happened?
so he wasn't satisfied that he basically killed her. That I'm assuming bludgeoned her to death with some kind of weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to abuse a corpse sexually. I assume. What the fuck?
Yeah, I kind of hope. Like, talking, like, no, like, I don't. This is going to sound weird, but I've been thinking about this. The least bad thing you can do to a corpse that would classify as abuse technically is like having sex with them because you're not
Yeah,
damaging the person and you think it's still like otherwise it's like I don't know he could have done like lampshades from her skin.
yeah.
I hope not. What the fuck did I just say?
Paulie was taken from us far too soon. It reads, they were a bright and loving individual, cherished by all who
Oh,
knew
Dave,
them.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Their life
Dave,
was filled
I
with promise
mistook.
and potential, and their untimely passing has left a void that can never be filled.
40. Fuck, that's my students. This is the age of my students. That fucks me up.
um,
I don't like this. I don't like this person. Surprise, I don't like the person who fucking raped the corpse of a 14-year-old trans girl. Non-binary person seems to be. So, why did I get like? Did the fucking headline say trans girl or something? Why do I think it's that?
yeah, a murder, a 14-year-old trans girl, dismembered body
Okay,
found near lake. Um,
that's fine. Yeah, but look,
but
I hope he suffers. I don't want him to die. I want him to freely fucking suffer. That's what I do.
there's
Like I, do you know
there's
what
a
I hope for?
weird
Yeah.
what what's that?
I hope for this motherfucker to like just wake up one day and suddenly have a conscience. That's my want for this motherfucker because, like, first and foremost, they're going to die then because if the second he grows a conscience, he's going to put a gun into his fucking mouth. But like, he's going to have to suffer then, like in a genuine, horrifying way. And I want that
Yeah,
for him. I
yeah,
want him to feel bad.
yeah. Something tells me that he's probably not going to last that long in prison anyway, because there's a weird hierarchy amongst prisoners. Whenever it
Yeah,
comes
people
to
fuck with
kids,
children are like kid.
it's like
Yeah,
they will yeah. So I have a feeling that he's probably not going to last long unless
oh
they
yeah,
put him in solitary, not unless they put him in I don't know solitary confinement.
you could put him in the solitary confinement of a fucking coffin and bury him alive.
Yeah,
And then just give enough air into the coffin that he keeps breathing. Like he doesn't die. That was a weirdly elaborate way. I'm sorry, I hate these fucking people so much. This is like this makes me genuinely picked off. When it's like 14-year-old,
yeah,
that's eighth grade here in Sweden. I don't know how it's for you. Um, I know you have like a bit different school years than we do, but whatever. But like eighth grade, I that's what I taught last year. Eighth graders, like fuck, those are my students. Like that's my student being murdered and violated. Fuck.
yeah. Let me
I
see if I can find out any more. Um,
welcome to the Trigger
father
Cast.
speak. Father speaks out after transgender daughter found dismembered in Western PA. So a grieving,
Speaks out.
a, yeah, a grieving
Speaks
father
out
is
is a
speaking.
weird choice of
Yeah,
like, isn't it?
yeah, that
Like
is it. It is a bit.
speaks
Yeah, yeah,
speaks out sounds like he says something against it. Like, no, she wasn't
yeah,
found.
yeah. Uh, Her father is speaking out for the first time after the dismembered remains of his 14-year-old transgender daughter were found in Western Pennsylvania. I need to find out where my son passed from this world. I've always come. Wait, what? Did he just
Yeah, it's
misgender his own? This the
oh
way
yeah,
they
yeah.
laid this.
Parents are pieces of shit.
Uh, anyway,
I'd say he misgendered his daughter. That's my
referring to
bet. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry for his loss, but like, stop being a piece of
yeah,
shit if that's the case.
referring to Paulie as his son. Paul Likens says he spent days searching the park in Mercer County, Pennsylvania, where his child was reportedly last seen. Authorities say the teen went missing on June 22nd, 3 days later. Paulie's remains were recovered around an area lake. An autopsy revealed the cause of death was sharp force trauma to the head, and the manner of death was homicide. Deshaun Watkins, 29, is facing murder charges in connection with the teen's death. Yada yada. Multiple locations in Watkins' apartment tested positive in a preliminary blood test, according to the Pennsylvania state. The family said instead of celebrating Paulie's birthday, which was this past Saturday, so he just only, I'm assuming, just turned 14, they're now planning a funeral. The world had lost a little sign the day Paulie was taken from us, said the victim's father. Watkins will next appear in court on July 17th. And then he will be jailed. He was denied bail and has not entered a plea. Governor Josh Shapiro expressed his support for her family and is also advocating for state laws to treat hate-based crimes against LGBTQ plus members the same way other hate crimes are treated. So her father didn't say much, but yeah, I understand he's grieving, but I mean, come on, like you knew your daughter was trans for like more than 3 years. So I don't buy that. But either way, yeah. And when I first heard about it, I was like, for fuck's sake. Here we go again. How many, because I always say, because whenever we hear about something like this, I always say how many more times. And lo and behold, this popped up, and I was like, we have to at least talk about it because, that's what we do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think like I'm always going to get this way when it comes to like when it comes to children being murdered. I'm always going to get a bit pissy. Like that's been the shit from the start. Like,
exactly.
And I see fucking red. But it's good that we do it. Like, and most of the stories this week, like this wasn't a heavy week, which was good for me today because like fuck. And like I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like hopefully next week will be a lighter week again. We will eventually
I have some ideas for next week. I'm going to hit you up with them when I'm finished like sketching them out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like for what I want. Yeah. A few subjects. Yeah.
But yeah, again, sorry for the hiatus, but
Oh yeah, sorry. I just need to do a quick recommendation.
Yeah, sure.
I've been like I like comics, but I don't like the superhero comics. I like this kind of fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, I'm having this like I like this kind of fucking bullshit. I'm going to turn off the fucking bullshit fog. Blur my background now. 100% of by Paul Pope. He wrote Heavy Liquid. It takes place in this weird dystopic future in New York, and it's really cool. And it's like it doesn't deal directly with trans or queer things, but it aesthetically sure as fuck fits really fucking well into it, and I recommend anyone reading it if you want to. It's about the people working or frequenting a strip club. This one, and it looks really fucking cool. I've been getting back into comics, so I've also been rereading fucking The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Just a tip for anyone out there. Check out 100% Paul Pope. It's fucking great. Hope he's not a dickhead now.
Let's have a bit of a, while we're still on, let's have a bit of a Google, like see what he's up to. See what
With my fucking luck, the first line is going to be he kicked like a trans woman in the face or something.
hope not.
I'm not saying he did. Did you say, oh no?
No, I said
What the fuck did
I
you
hope
find?
not.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I hope not. I thought you meant like reacting to something you read, like, oh no.
No.
Fucking hell. Oh no, you were completely right. He loves to do it. Poor Pope. Um, oh, he died like 2 years ago. What happened to Paul Pope? Died last year at the age of 63. Like 2 years ago now, but no. One Trick Ripoff, Escapo. Oh, I don't know why I pronounced it that way. Heavy Liquid. Um, yeah, it deals with the youth, like youth in the sort of like 20 something sense, not the sort of like 15 something sense, but like it deals with 20 somethings going through life in a worse version of New York, and I genuinely cannot picture that. I'm not one
Yeah,
of those people who romanticize New York. I think it seems like a fucking shithole.
yeah. People who romanticize Paris, Italy is like, okay, I'm sure there are wonderful parts of Paris and Italy that are gorgeous and like they're the idyllic um things that you
Yeah,
think of. But
it just
I mean,
seems like a dirty attack. Like it seems like a dirty big city. Like I don't know. I
yeah,
like Stockholm. Stockholm is good for me. Stockholm has water as well. Like it's built on like 5,000 islands, so it's like the infrastructure is shot to fucking shit here. I don't know how ambulances take to like get to the place they're supposed to be. I know they do because I've been in one myself when I had a stroke. But like, yeah, I like Stockholm in general, unless you but like New York seems like a fucking shithole. And that might be because I hate the people who love New York.
yeah.
Like the
Also,
sort of hipster. My boyfriend loves New York, but he has never been there.
yeah. This might just be my anxiety talking and my social anxiety, but busy places like New York, not for me. Sorry, I like the more quiet suburb areas. For me
Yeah,
personally, no, sorry, New York, but not for me. Maybe on
yeah.
like a cold day when when everyone else is in, and I'm out,
Yeah.
then yeah, but no,
There are a lot of those. Like London is like I don't know like where you live or if you live in London or wherever, but like or if you love it. I fucking hated that place. But that might also be because I like went there with my then girlfriend, who I genuinely despised. So that might be.
yeah,
We were only together because we really, really, really like had chemistry in bed, but we fucking hated each other.
that could work.
4 years. 4 years.
Yeah,
We moved in together. Not a great idea to move to Stockholm with someone you fucking want to kill. But
probably no. Sounds like
but I meant to.
yeah, sounds like a Liam Neeson
Yeah,
taken film. Um,
I think we both had kind of like discovered dream jobs at the same time and realized we liked them or something. I don't remember.
yeah, I've been to
Sorry.
yeah, I've been to London.
Yeah.
So I've been to London.
Um,
I think twice now. It was years
it's
ago.
just like it's
But
just like ugly. I don't know.
yeah,
It's like badly planned and ugly. Love
yeah,
Edinburgh though. Like if you're talking UK cities, I love Edinburgh. In Glasgow, actually, I kind of enjoyed. Mainly because
yeah.
like there
I've
was
been
there was
to
literally like I was in Glasgow for one day and four people tried to sell me drugs. It's like good job. Good job representing your city. Changing the image, right? Fucking Glasgow
yeah,
smile all of them.
yeah. You find you're found a load of amazing characters in
It's also the only
Edinburgh.
place that I've seen someone do heroin, like live action, in a fucking like public place as well. It was weird.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that place.
yeah. People don't care anyway, but especially in Edinburgh, like they
Yeah.
would if they want to do something,
Oh
they'll
no,
do
that
it.
was Glasgow. That was Glasgow.
Oh no, yeah,
And like Glasgow is like Edinburgh, but it's like
yeah,
Edinburgh's weird little fucking inbred twin.
yeah,
It's not, by the way, to anyone who hasn't been to either
yeah.
of those cities. They
It's
are
not, but
extremely
yeah,
fucking different, but it's true. It's like the fucking bastardized version. But like Glasgow is so filthy that it kind of becomes charming again for me. New York isn't. I guess I haven't
no,
been there. What the fuck am I talking about?
yeah,
Welcome to all around the world with Max Eris Margot. Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah,
I think my brain is kind of shot now.
yeah. Um, the only place I've been abroad is France, but that was only to go to fucking Disney World with school, and that was shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I really wanted to go to Disneyland Paris when I was like a kid, but I never did. I've never
but
been to France. I love the French language, but I hate the French.
I used to be able to speak it fluently, but I haven't
Holy
used it in
shit!
years, and
I've been thinking of learning.
because
Like
yeah,
I've been genuinely thinking of learning like French and Russian. Russian is because I want to read the classic novels like in original language. Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
going.
used
Yeah, I'm
to,
going to fucking plow Dostoevsky.
yeah, yeah, I used to speak it. I got really good at speaking it, and it's one of those things that
Oh,
if
cool.
you aren't in a situation where you're able to use it every day or get better, then it's like
Yeah,
it
yeah. Like
goes away.
especially if you're a grown up. Like when I don't know what old you are, but like the plus. Welcome to pedagogy with Max. But like I studied this shit. I'm a Swedish teacher, but I'm also Swedish as a secondary language teacher specifically. Not only like I am Swedish and Swedish as a secondary language. So I had to study a lot about like the brain plasticity, and like after 12, learning a new language, it's a fucking shit show. It's extremely hard to get rid of an accent. No, yeah, I guess it's accent. We have two different words for accents that it's in. Yeah, like dialect and accent is different, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Accent. But like getting rid of an accent is nearly impossible if you like learn a language as an adult, and it's like regaining the information or like keeping the information is completely fucking useless unless you use it constantly. But if you learn before 12, then it's kind of cool because the brain is just fucking shapeable then. Like literally, that's what happens. It shapes after like you learn. So that's like th that was a cool thing that I got to learn when I studied. Like the literal layout of the brain changes by how we learn things, and it has bigger room to change when we're kids, which means that it's easier to learn things when we're kids. That's why.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm really sorry for that fucking TED
That's right.
talk.
That's right. Like I
This
think,
is the shit that I am interested in.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
I'm sure we will resume
yeah.
this back up next week. Um,
Oh yeah,
but yeah, that will be it for tonight, guys.
yeah. Next week I'm
Again,
going
there
to
will,
talk about what Italy cities what I Italian cities I fucking loathe.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I
um,
won't.
and so yeah, so we will be back next week, same time. And depending on Max's situation after next week, we
I'll
may
be
we may push back just to give her more time. We'll let you
yeah.
know.
I'll be living here for the remainder of July at least. That much I know. Like I'll be
Yeah,
here for the remainder of July. So as
yeah,
long as we're in July, that works. But
yeah.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know that.
we will um end it here.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Yeah, we
enjoy the rest of you. So enjoy your week, enjoy your weekend.
yeah, enjoy your
I know
weekend.
I certainly am. I know
I'm
Max
going
is
to
going to enjoy
dinner
your weekend.
tomorrow and I always am. I'm going to
Yeah,
dinner tomorrow at a friend's place and I'm going on a date on Saturdays or Sunday, I think. I don't remember which one it was. Well, like date and date. We're going to meet and hook up and like do weird shit to each other. I guess that's a date.
yeah, that's a date. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can anything's a date, like a date. To be honest, but
yeah,
yeah, um,
yeah.
don't
Check out my
forget.
short film.
Yeah, um, don't forget to check out all the links down below,
Yeah,
and yeah, we will see you next week.
yeah.
Bye, guys.
Fine.
I
I feel like I've been all over the place today.
stop recording.